Oakland County was a Republican stronghold in presidential elections up until the mid-90s, when the county flipped, voting for Bill Clinton in 1996, and continued voting for Democratic presidents in the next 5 elections. Before we get into how this county started trending blue and what that could mean for the 2020 election, let's understand the folks who call Oakland County home. For the figures, we searched the census, found data from Oakland County, and returned to Metro Detroit stats guru Kurt Metzger. Oakland County is wealthy and well-educated. The median income in Oakland County is $80,000. That's $23,000 more than a typical Michigan household. The county has a large manufacturing and technology base, making it a landing spot for the well-educated.
Oakland County has always been higher educated. Just over 47% of the population has at least a bachelor's degree. That's a population 25 and over. And Macomb County, it's only 25%.
Oakland County continues to grow in diversity.
Oakland County has also benefited from immigration as well, but Oakland County tends to get more educated, higher income. Oakland County has a very large Asian population, primarily Asian Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, Japanese, but a much higher income population as well.
From 2010 to 2018, the Asian population has grown 45%. They live in communities like Troy and Rochester Hills, Novi, and South Lyon.
The strength of the technology sector in Oakland County really has attracted a large Asian population.
About 14% of the population is African American.
Over the years, you had the Jewish population in Detroit moving into Oakland County and then moving to the Northwest, and then African Americans kind of following that same pattern.
One unique majority African American community in Oakland County is Lathrop Village.
What I've found interesting is it's a city majority African American with a median income higher than the national average. There are 130 of those communities across the country. Lathrop Village is the only one in Michigan.
Diversity dwindles as you head to the northern end of Oakland County.
It starts to get pretty white when you start to get to Clarkston and Davison and Lake Orion and those areas. Upscale white population, but tends to be, in many ways, kind of a population that has separated itself from Detroit.
Head back down to the Woodward Corridor and you find many young people.
A lot of small communities with downtowns. You're seeing tremendous resurgence when you look at communities like Ferndale and Royal Oak and Clawson and Berkeley. All these are seeing tremendous growth, a lot of building going on.
But despite the resurgence, Oakland County is bracing for an aging population.
We're projecting that in 2025, there will be more people 65 and over in Oakland County than 18 and under. And that'll be the first county to do that. Nationally, it's supposed to happen 10 years later.
Okay, so those are the numbers on education, diversity, and age. In a moment, you'll hear how each play a part in the changing political landscape of Oakland County. So let's recall what happened in the midterm elections. Voter turnout was high. 65% of voters cast ballots. Oakland County saw a powerful blue wave. Voters helped flip formerly Republican-held congressional seats, choosing Democrats Alyssa Slotkin and Haley Stevens, and helped elect Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Republicans lost power county-wide. For the first time in decades, Democrats won the offices of prosecutor, treasurer, clerk, water resources commissioner, and gained a majority on the county board of commissioners. After L. Brooks Patterson passed away last year, Democrat David Coulter was appointed county executive. Patterson had held the office since 1992. Michigan pollster Ed Sarpolis argues one reason behind the blue wave is the second generation of immigrants who now vote.
You see that multiculturalism because now those people of color and cultures are now voting. Their parents may not have learned the English language or may not have voted, but now their children who have now been here and educated, they're now voting. That's the big difference.
Another key voting bloc, suburban women.
So what's changing is now you have all these college-educated women, young and old. They're concerned about their careers and they're concerned about their kids. Now you're having a blend of women who are conservative on some issues, but they haven't lost their moderate views on social issues.
Democratic pollster Stan Greenberg spoke with college-educated women in Oakland County. What he found surprised him.
The suburban women, sounded like base Democrats. And they were upset about the racism. They were upset about the anti-immigrant sentiment and the encouragement of racist and violent behavior that was taking place in the country. They were upset with what was happening with guns, all of which they think the president was encouraging. The suburban rebellion against Trump is pretty profound. I'm in awe of it. There's a women's tsunami coming that's playing out across every segment. It's strongest amongst the college-educated and suburban women. They're leading it, and they're very conscious of the fact that they're leading it going forward into 2020, and that would change everything.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.